And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of Crypto episode 1186. Today is Tuesday, January 30th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10ish.
Tennis in today's top stories. Hong Kong SFC receives first spot Bitcoin ETF application. Visa enables crypto withdrawals on debit cards in 145 countries. Nick Carter versus the Bitcoin maxis. No regrets about losing $10 million on Doge. And Bitcon, the movie. We'll talk about it. We saw it in the Discord Friday night or Saturday night, I believe. Friday or Saturday night. But let's go ahead and do that quick review today. But first and foremost, what's going on with those prices, Bitcoin, Zay?
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at our prices for today. Bitcoin sitting at $43,403, up 3.5% today. Ethereum at $2,305, up 2.8%. Binance Coin at $308, up 0.73%. Solana sitting at $104, up 9% today. XRP at 52 cents is up 0.5% today. Cardano sitting at 51 cents is up 6% on the day. Avalanche at 35.94 is up 3.95% today. And last but not least, Dogecoin at 8 cents is actually down 0.3% on the day. And some of our trending coins today, Manta Network Bull Token, which is up 146%, and Altlayer, and some of the recently added coins, MAGA. Okay, you already knew that was coming. Pretty much anything that becomes popular, they make a coin out of it. Linear Protocol and Dmail Network. So those are the trending coins, some of the recently added. And the Fear and Greed Index today slightly moved up to 59, which is still in the neutral range, which we've already predicted we'll probably be in that neutral range for a little while until things shake out as far as price. So those are your prices for today.
There we go. There we go. And let me see. Go ahead and open up this chat. What's going on, Warriors? Welcome back to the show. We missed yesterday on some technical details, but back again like we left something, of course. Yeah, I mean, top story of the day. I guess this is rolling too. Hold on. I'm trying to actually bring up this. There it is. I was trying to bring up these chats. Couldn't see the comments. Couldn't see those
Mhm.
Warriors. There we go. What's going on? Hi, Ben 17, BK Crypto, boom, no cap. How many developer, Chloe D or Larry N, Layla. Memories with Mike, Trey. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Zay, are you related to Billy Carson? Someone asks.
I'm convinced I am because that's like the 40th person that's asked me that, and we have the exact same speech patterns and same thought process. And I've actually started looking to see if we are connected somehow. I don't know. Who knows? We may have the same ancestor somewhere.
Say the beard is definitely similar, so that's for sure.
Oh
All right.
yeah.
Top story of the day: Hong Kong SFC receives first spot Bitcoin ETF application. What's going on in Hong Kong? Why is this important to the rest of the world now that looks like China is going to be picking up this ETF as well?
Oh, yeah. So after the spot Bitcoin ETF approval in the US, Hong Kong looks to follow as 10 financial institutions in the country intend to file Bitcoin ETFs. The SFC, which is their version of the SEC, the Hong Kong SFC reportedly received its first application just weeks after the US SEC approved the first Bitcoin ETF in the United States. Harvest Hong Kong, which is one of China's largest fund managers, submitted a spot Bitcoin ETF application on January 26, reported by 10 Cent News. This report added that the regulatory body is actively working to expedite the process for approval of ETFs in the country to launch the first Hong Kong Bitcoin ETF after the Chinese New Year on February 10th. And I would not be surprised to see it come immediately after. It looks like they were basically waiting to see if we would do it, and the rest of the world as well, because we've seen other countries that have approved ETFs before. But as soon as the US does it, they're like, all right, it's go time for us as well. So would not be surprised to see not just one, but plenty of financial institutions get that approval. 10 have applied so far, and much more to come, I'm guessing. So we come a long way, King. I mean, we came from it seemed
Man.
like every week China was banning Bitcoin. And miners, remember they kicked out the miners, the whole country, quote unquote. To now they have their financial product that they can make money on. So now it's all good. It's like, all right, well, we got all the Bitcoin, we confiscated from all the shadowy coders and all of the people we don't like, and now we run it. So the CCP, they always win in the end. It just looks like it's
That's
more the same.
yeah, it's pretty funny to see that. the full circle that we're coming around to. It's going to be interesting. I want to see how different ETFs from different countries work in conjunction at all, or will they all be totally separate? How is it going to look? I mean, whew, listen, once again, Bitcoin and crypto save the traditional money market. You talking about the derivatives game? It's about to get crazy.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I mean, literally, like if the United States again, are we gonna go one Bitcoin to one as far as backing up Bitcoin contracts for these ETFs, or are we gonna say 10,000 Bitcoin to one? What will other countries say? Like this is, I think this is gonna get crazy. Like
Yeah.
this we're at the tip of a new derivatives market with this, but again, this is why I keep saying, like, to me, I would think it'd be better for every country to kind of come to agreements as far as streamlining how we're going to look at this. But for every country to say, well, we'll do our ETS, we'll do our ETS, we'll do this, we'll do ETPs, we'll do that. And it's just like the whole time this is supposed to be done with real assets tied to the blockchain. So I'm curious to see how all these countries, including Hong Kong, is going to move forward with this game plan. But
Hey
hey,
man,
not,
demand.
nonetheless, it's cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, demand about to get crazy, man. Because you got to understand, they got to constantly keep buying if they keep getting new customers. So they're buying more Bitcoin. I believe I saw a stat earlier today. They're buying 10 times more Bitcoin that's being mined daily
Mm.
already. We're talking about before Hong Kong's ETF. We're talking about before other countries. And on top of that, the greed factor of humans is that it's going to be a race. This is the game theory is working out beautifully. It's going to be a race to see who can get the most Bitcoin because then you can get more customers. And as the price basically goes up, it's going to get real scarce. People, like we said, you got till the end of this year to do what you got to do because it's going to get real scarce.
I was about to say, yeah, if moves like this keep being made, then there is no more smaller. Yeah, Jake called it. Jake Fever was right. I mean, it's nothing but up from here in an aggressive manner as well. So
Mhm.
because if everyone's going to keep launching ETFs, like I said, unless they all in conjunction say nope. 100,000 Bitcoin ETFs equal one Bitcoin. Then, other than that, there's no way the price is going lower. So it's gonna be cool to see.
Oh yeah.
All right. Visa enabled crypto withdrawals on debit cards in 145 countries. They're saying, hey, you know what? Why use an exchange at all? Right? Just go straight to Visa. That's right. MetaMask users can now sell crypto directly to a Visa card, which eliminates the need to use centralized exchanges. Global payment giant Visa is doubling down on crypto adoption by enabling another method to exchange crypto to fiat currencies without using a centralized exchange. Visa partnered with the Web3 infrastructure provider Transact to introduce crypto withdrawals and payments through the Visa Direct solution, the firms announced on January 30th. The new integration allows users to withdraw cryptos like Bitcoin directly from a wallet like MetaMask to a Visa card. Available immediately, the integration enables one to exchange crypto to fiat and pay at 130 million merchant locations where Visa is accepted. So, this is kind of confusing to me when they say you can pay at 130 million merchant locations. Are they saying just with the cash once you actually do it, not with the actual crypto, correct?
Um, Well, yeah, I guess they convert it in real time. So whatever the transaction is, they basically just use that whatever spot price it is at the time to take it
Right.
out, which is done automatically. So yeah, yeah. I mean, this has always been possible. It's just the regulators getting away. We could have had this in like 2014 if regulation wasn't
They
in the way.
kept trying. They kept
Yeah.
already trying too back then. Like I remember Visa, all these partnerships. That's them probably saying, "Hey, we have the technology, but we can't
Mhm.
do it, guys." Really quick, what are your thoughts on so they're making it seem like, hey, you don't have to go through centralized exchanges, and to me, it's like, I mean, technically, this Visa just is the centralized exchange. Like, why are
Yeah,
they acting like you're not going through? Like, you actually are going through it. You just like, I don't get it. Is that just
marketing.
their marketing? Okay, all right, I'm not going
We already
crazy.
know it. We right here,
I'm like,
bro.
wait.
You
Okay,
already
I'm
know
like,
we've
is
been
this
here
is
before.
this marketing? You're like, yeah, it's marketing. I'm like, okay. Because I want to believe them. Listen, I'm a good-hearted person, man. I want to believe what I'm being told from humans and these big companies, but it's just like this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, nah, and they're gonna use that to try and keep the MetaMask and the crypto crowd, and then to attract new people, they're gonna have to come up with some sort of way, marketing wise, to make it easy. So that's it. They're just trying to capture both crowds, and as you can see here, some of the supported countries include Cyprus, Malta, Singapore, Turkey, Portugal, the UAE. I mean, these are all places that again security risk is dang, somebody just took the words out of my mouth. Again, security risk is going to be there with KYC, but centralized ways to use it is always going to be available as a service for people who don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Visa for having that narrative in line, that marketing department. Like, let's just tell them we're not, even though we are. It's not illegal, guys. Guys, I check the books. It's not illegal. We can do this all day. Like, hey,
Mm,
shout out to them. I mean, technically, they're right. They aren't a centralized exchange. Technically, that's not who they are. They're Visa, right? Like Visa's
yeah.
beyond it. They're a bank or whatever. I got these new AirPods. These big boys falling out already. But yeah, they're beyond it. So I get it, but it's just pretty funny. Shout out to Visa and their marketing team.
Hey
All right,
man, you
what
know
else
it's
we have?
coming.
Yeah, right. It's crazy. Nick Carter versus the Bitcoin maxis. No regrets about losing $10 million of Doge X Hall of Flame. What is going on with this story? And this is true. He lost $10 million on Dogecoin. He's still acting like he's the crypto genius.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the as the story goes, if you read through, uh, it starts. This is sort of the headline that gets attention, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Honestly, he's a VC. If you don't know Nick Carter, he is a VC at Castle Island Ventures. He was known as a big Bitcoin guy. He's one of the people that wrote the book basically on Bitcoin and the environment and how it actually benefits the environment and helps us with renewable energies. However, over time, he's basically because Twitter is full of Bitcoin maxis. Of course, they've started to hate him because he explores certain things, other projects such as Algorand, and I've seen him tweet about other coins or whatever. Which again, I don't care because to me, I'm in this for freedom. Whatever floats your boat, I don't care. But the 10 million Dogecoin, he mined it on a computer back in 2013 when he was in college. So I'll give him a pass there because again, most people when they were mining Doge, we all looked at it as a game. The funniest thing that happened was that they used Doge to support the Jamaican bobsled team. I'm showing my age in the industry there. That was back in 2014, and most people didn't take Doge seriously at all. I know I didn't, and most people don't. But he said he lost the hard drive, which is understandable. 11-year-old hard drive that you don't even have. You're in college, you don't really know. So shout out to him as far as admitting to that, but I'm sure he's done pretty well since then. He was Fidelity's first crypto asset analyst, and he founded blockchain data aggregator Coinmetrics. So I mean, he's doing pretty well. I know if you don't know Nick Carter from before, he was like this baby face kid who was like a whiz kid genius or whatever, and then he grew that ridiculous mustache, and then everybody started hating him because he grew the porn stash, moved to Miami, and everybody said he started switching up on him. So there's some Nick Carter hate. But again, the way I stay out of it as far as the hate on both sides is because it's online. I don't ever get that in person. Like I don't have people walking up to me like, "Oh man, I can't believe you predicted this or you said this." Is like, it's just online people yelling at you. Some kid in like Russia or something like that is tweeting at you. Like, who cares? So this story is sort of a nothing burger, but it is sort of throwing caution to the wind that there is a lot of coins that are lost because people minded, didn't care about it, didn't know back in 2013. So it is what it is.
Yeah, and I mean, the whole getting mad at people for not being a Bitcoin maxi, that whole thing is still crazy. Like, in a way, I do get it as far as like, hey, we're trying to move the best thing forward, but it's also one of those things like you are going to push people away trying to force their hand, like trying to
Yeah.
force them to do something. So you have to find that middle ground. It's unfortunate, but like you said, most of it's on X. You know me, like I don't
Yeah.
even take too serious with people like type to me, whether it's email, text, whatever. As far as like if it's anything negative, because it's like you literally have time to go back and edit and redraft, like to make the perfect response. Like
Yeah.
I want that. No, do it live and direct. I want to hear it come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
It's too easy to sit. I mean, there's literally people who are in the worst circumstances typing negative things online. Like, so
Yeah.
it's just like, come on, it's
Yeah, man.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I don't go ahead.
I was saying, and on top of that, you already know what it is with most of these people that are in the crypto market. Most of them walk around looking like Vitalik. They can't
Come on,
punch their
man.
way out of a wet paper towel. They can't, what I mean? Like they can't even
Listen,
speak up in volume when you see them in person. So it's like, whatever, man. You just tweeting, you just chatting.
at the end of the day, I had, this is the best thing that's worked for me as far as like not responding to any negativity whatsoever, whether you're in my face or online. And that's all the crazy people who live in the streets of Los Angeles, literally. You know it. Like at a
Yeah,
red light,
yeah,
they'll start throwing poo at you on a red light, like it just
hmm
because it has
yeah,
nothing to do with you personally at all. It's just like you're just a heartbeat in their vicinity. they're they're crazy. They need some type of interaction. So it's just like I don't respond to the crazy person on the street in LA who screams obscenities at me. Like literally,
Yeah.
right? We just literally like don't respond no more. You just hear it and keep walking, right? You go get
Mhm.
your coffee, you drink. Hey, you stupid! Hey,
Yeah.
today is a beautiful day, man. I hear the
Yeah.
birds chirping, the homeless people yelling. Like today isn't a terrible day. So it's just like I take that approach with everything now. It's just like, look, I don't respond to crazy people who live on LA streets. I shouldn't be responding to like anyone with any negativity. So
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, it's weird to see how worked up people get on things like X, and they're just like, you got an altcoin, like your altcoin, like bro's really typing a paragraph to
Right.
somebody about them having an altcoin. Like, so what? For whatever reason they have it. I don't agree with all of them either, but goodness gracious,
Go
to really
yeah, go
spend your
outside.
own personal time. Exactly, to spend
Yeah,
your
go
personal
outside.
time going at
Touch grass,
them.
my dude. Yeah, yeah, that's what's
Oh
up, man.
man. Oh man, this is crazy. Birdtown Music Group said these are programmers, promoters, and keyboard warriors. They don't want rap beef.
Exactly, man. Life
uh,
is too short to be arguing with people over some digital currency, bro. Like that's what I'm
right.
saying.
I'm
They,
not
they
I'm not
turned into
arguing with
like
you
a
over
gang
stocks.
war. Yeah, yeah. It turned into a gang war for your own personal money. I don't care what you do with your money. That's the thing, is as much freedom as possible. You should be able to trade whatever you want for whatever you want. I don't care.
Right, exactly. All right, let's see. Last but not least, so if you're in the Discord, you know, I believe it was on Friday, possibly it might have been Saturday, but I think I can't remember. It was either Friday or Saturday. We watched the movie Bitcon, and wow, what a blast from the past. I mean, this movie literally took us all back to 2017. I mean, this was literally 2017 all over again. Talking about the
Mhm.
ICO craze, uh
Mm,
was it Centratech? I think it was Centratech. Shout out to CB News Network. Crypto Blood was in there a few times being featured, as well as shout out to Cliff Eye. So Cliff Eye was
yeah.
in there. So this is basically what happened. All right, Bitcon. Let's pull it up. Let's get that image. Let me see if I get that good digital image going for you all. I couldn't go on the IMDb, people. It was too slow. We were trying to earlier. So Bitcon is about Ray, I believe his name is Trapani, who decided to start Centratech, which was a scam. And literally everything we talked about on this channel and learned about, he put into play as far as scamming people. How many times in 2017 did we come on and start saying, hey guys, the LinkedIn people are fake? Hey
Yeah.
guys, the office buildings these people are in aren't, while they're real, they're not actual real. They're renting, like it's fake.
Yeah.
The secretaries who pick up the phone, fake. Like people, I kept, how many times I screamed that, bro, in 2017,
Oh
2018,
yeah.
when I was like, man, I did the research on a couple of these projects. Like, it's nothing there. Now, a
Yeah.
few things I will say. Centratech, like Sam Bankman Fried, Ray Trapani, your keys, you know, no keys, no cheese. Like people were literally just trying to make money. This is the same person who got Floyd Mayweather, as a spokesperson,
Yeah.
and he literally said Floyd Mayweather didn't really do his homework. He said we had to pay him $1 million. We offered him 200,000 in cash, 800K in tokens, and he said this is his words verbatim. Of course, he's not the brightest guy, or he's not the smartest guy, so he took the deal. That's what he said during the documentary. A. B, he starts off the documentary and throughout it is just basically repeating the same thing. I've always been a scammer. I'd scam, and this shit was too easy not to scam. Like, who wouldn't? He was just
Yeah.
like, look at this market. These people believe anything. They want to get rich so quick. Like, he was smiling throughout from beginning to end. He was smiling, just laughing and shaking his head, like, man, like y'all even understand. Third thing, no jail time. So
Dang.
yeah, he's
Facing
so
200
scan.
years
Oh,
and no
what? He's
time.
so scandalous. He threw his boys under the bus. But even then, one of them only got 8 years. So what? Four probably.
Mhm.
And the other one got 1 year or something like that. So no jail time.
Mhm.
Third or fourth, I was saying this in the movie. Listen, so he got the money from his grandfather, right? Long story short, the Trapinis, I know what's going on in Atlantic City. All right, I know when I see it. They made it seem like he took the family money and that. Listen, this is what's real. All right, the Trapani grandfather, and this is what I'm saying. I was saying this in the movie. The dude old, he tatted up, bro. All right,
Oh yeah.
first of all, if you
No,
over the age
yeah.
of 70 or 80 and you got tattoos like that in every country around the world, it's pretty well like known. You're more than likely was a criminal or something. Like
Mhm.
most older people were not getting just tattoos. Like I know the goofies in our generation started just doing the random dolphins on your shoulder. I get it, but they weren't doing that. And Buddy has some legit tattoos. So when I seen it, I'm like, All right, we got grandfather, New Jersey City, tattoos. At first, I was like, this kid's like the Ray guy. He's just a piece of shit. He's a scammer, right? But as the
Mhm,
movie kept going on and they just alluded to his family, I'm like, oh, I already saw what happened. So the
mhm.
grandfather who gave him the money is more than likely in the family, okay? In the other family, folks. They gave him
Yeah,
the money. They're trying to make it seem like it's separate, so there's never no connection back to that. But Ray, and even his business partner was like, Ray started running around in these suits and stuff like he was a mobster or something. He's looking like he's a I was like, well, I wonder where he learned it from. Okay.
yeah, I would
Then
say
then his family rolled for him until the end. They was like,
mm,
hey, they even told the people if this movie is like, if it's a bad look on my son, it's over with for y'all, bro. And then she
oh, yeah.
started laughing. The mom did. I was like, oh yeah, that was the softest press I ever seen, but it was
I
there.
was say, yeah,
It
they
was
got
there.
some bodies
Bro.
buried in the back somewhere. Yeah.
Bro, okay, so Trapini's is a gangster family. I don't blame Ray for being a degenerate POS, really, because like again, it seems like his family enables it, and they gave him like, oh, I mean, this is one scene. He said at this point he was millions up on the scam, right? He got the Mayweather going, he got DJ Khaled promoted. He's got at this point he has offices, everything we just talked about, LinkedIn profiles with literally people he just pulled off of Google Images and created them as a CEO. So fake
Mhm,
LinkedIn people, fake assistants. He got an office space now. He's renting office space. He rented offices. He hired employees. All of it's fake, right? This man said he was like 10 million up, and he had a customer or client or whatever who accidentally sent him his personal codes to all his bank accounts instead of just the one account he was trying to send them to. He
mhm.
said at the time he was millions up. The guy had a couple 100,000 in his account, and he said I still took it.
What?
This dude is free. This dude is free, and
What?
he started another company. He already started another company, bro.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta watch it. Yeah, I was planning on
It's
watching it anyway,
it's
but yeah, I definitely gotta watch.
2017. It's literally 2017 all over again, bro. Like everything we talked about, everything, and he doesn't care. Like that's what makes it the worst. He legitimately does not give a fuck, and he
It.
got another business right now. So
Yeah,
it is
you only get that level of not giving a fuck whenever you know you got people behind you. Like I honestly,
psychopath,
yeah, he's probably psychopath, sociopath, narcissist, whatever. But at the same time, when you know you have certain people behind you, a lot of times I mean, we see him in LA all the time, King. Whenever you meet some of these people and they got this, I don't care, I can do whatever I want, and then you hear their last name, you like, oh, okay, all right, I understand now because you
right,
part of
right,
the you part of this family. It's certain big name
right,
families in LA where they
bro.
walk around with their chest out, and you like, why they got so much confidence? Like, why they don't care about nothing? And you find out, you're like, oh, the family's worth 200 million, and they tied in with the president and with the with the governor. Like, you don't care. Whatever happens, I'm gonna get off. That's why SBF, Sam Bankman Fried, it just seems like ain't nothing gonna happen to me, man. It's whatever. I'm too locked in, and yeah, I definitely got to watch this now. But that sounds hilarious. But 2017, I do want to point out, if y'all go back, we spent most of the year, I would say 90% of the year, basically telling you all these projects were scams because we would look, we got, I don't know, 50 white papers, emails a day, and we started
Right.
noticing that most of it was just copy paste. Then we found the company, I forget the name of it, that was writing the white papers, and they were basically selling it for $10,000. It was like, yeah, we'll write your whole white paper for 10,000, and it was the same buzzwords: blockchain and quantum computing, and
Oh
yeah, the
man.
roadmap. And in the future, we're going to have an airdrop, and we're going to have blah blah blah, and wallets, and this. And it was the same script, and we had people literally arguing us to the ground about Bitconned and USI Tech and Central Tech and I mean, what was the one with Game and I mean, it was too many to
I
count.
can't even think of
Paragon,
them.
Paragon, that was the one. It was just hilarious. 2017 was a crazy time, but it took I don't know how many years to wipe that like bad scent off of the Bitcoin crypto market because it affected all of us. We're teaching the right way, and then other people are coming in saying, no, buy this
Yeah.
coin, it's gonna go up 1,000% tomorrow. Like, come on, man.
And he really made it true that where it affected a lot of us because the person who did the movie or started, I guess, the investigation was this New York Times article. And they're
Mhm.
just like, this is why, like, this is what's wrong with it. This is why it shouldn't exist. And it's just like, this is one person. But as Satoshi Slim said, facing 200 plus years and did no time or got the time served. It was crazy. No Cap said, bro said he aspired to be a criminal. He did. It was crazy, man. Like, this was even crazier. So, I mean, yeah, you really do got to check out the movie. So, his second in command, who got the 8 years, the reason why, like, they're both so like psychos, just psychopaths, sociological, whatever you want to call narcissists. His second in command, and to me, I under like he put himself in the position. So this guy is just buzzword souping it every time he's talking, right? Now, it's a few things that also helped them blow up. They already had blew up, but come to find out they were, and I think we actually have it too on the file. They were on one of Cliff High reports, I guess. And Cliff High came out with this small endorsement. However, he came back out because he thought they were one company tied to a bank. And when he realized there was something different, he came back out and backpedaled like, oh, I thought this was a different company. My bad. And then he got them on a live stream, right? And this is what I'm talking about, how crazy these people, how psycho they are. They kept doing interviews and live streams. It's like SBF. It's like, bro, you know you're in the wrong, right? Like, you do know we have eyes and ears. The second in command kept coming on, not only with Cliff High, he did one, but with other people. He's doing live streams and he just word souping and buzzword. And everybody, of course, is like, for anybody who know better, they're just gonna let you finish talking. They're like, all right, let me ask a specific question. Because like, what the fuck are you talking about? That is what Cliff High did. Cliff High was like, ask them the most. I had to pause it. I was talking to my girl. I was talking to the guys and gals in Discord. It's like he asked the most basic. He basically was like, well, what are you using as your server or whatever? He was like, it's basic stuff. Like the dude was talking text message and email, and Cliff High was talking Signal and Proton Mail. And it was just the disconnect of it was just like, wait, you still texting people in this market? That's when like instantly, I forgot one of the first questions he asked. It was a super basic question about coding or whatever. He was like, wait, are you a coder or a programmer? Whatever. Dude was like, no. And you just saw his face. He was like, all right. He has a follow-up question like, what server some are you using? But he was lost. Not only could he not answer the questions, he did the whole, like, for example, like, how did you set up your service? What server do you use? Well, actually, the blockchain. So the way it's programmable is to Cliff High. He did that to Cliff High, and Cliff was just like, "Oh, you don't fucking know," or whatever.
Yeah, you know. So it was like when Reggie was at the conference and he was asking them questions they couldn't answer.
when he pressed Buddy, he said, "Who y'all being banked by right now?" Well, actually, we have. He was like, "Right, but." You have to have regulatory clearance to have this. So what bank is giving you that? Okay, Chase. He was like, oh, so it's Chase Bank.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we just went on one long route just to come back to
it was like that. So the show was great. The movie was great in the sense that it showed. I would say this is probably one of the closest movies to show the fucking degenerates, pieces of shits in crypto. The ones who get the channels with 10,000 views, every hour and all, like, this is the people they want to see, the Ray Trapinis. And it's like the fact that even that's why I kept talking. I want to forget. Shout out to the military dude. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, get back will be had by the way it's always had by the goddamn Uncle Sam's one of his children. Okay, I guess they scammed the military dude. Oh man, the last thing you want to do is scam a dude out his deployment money. All right, buddy, he couldn't even talk the last scene. He was just like, when he found out he didn't get no jail time. You can see that whole illusion of that patriotism. Oh, it was crushed. He
slowly coming away.
He didn't say it out loud, basically, but he basically said, like, this will be addressed one day. And I believe him. Let me tell you that. I believe him. He's going to catch Ray one day and roll him up. Listen, that family don't know about some of them Army and Marine boys, all right?
That sounds like a good movie. I'm definitely going to catch it this week.
Yeah. So it's a great movie. One thing I will say is, folks, that's the first of many. Have more on the list, so we'll definitely make announcements for the next one. But that worked out great. Also, for the next one, maybe what we do is like every I don't know, depending on how long the movie is, we'll have like 2 or 3 stopping points where we can have quick discussions. I didn't want to do it too much because the movie is already long. But man, I get to talking to it. A couple times I had to pause it. I was like, man, what the hell is going on? I'm over here going crazy in the background. But yeah, it was a good movie all in all. It was terrible that it happened like that, but it was a good movie. Let's see. Oh yeah, they had CB in there as well. All right, other than that, that's the show for today. What you got, Bitcoin Zay?
Nothing from me. Happy Tuesday, people. And don't get caught up too much in the fact that we just bombed Iran. Oh man, I don't want to black pill anybody. Nice. But World War III, baby. We here. Get ready to get redeployed, King.
Listen, I will say is I can't wait to Cliff did go at his neck. Everybody talking about, bro, Cliff went at him in the movie.
Oh yeah. You got I tried to get Cliff back on, but he went underground. He went dark. Yeah.
So Cliff had to go back at him, because I will say, as soon as I saw Cliff High, I was just like, bro, I had to pause the movie damn near. I almost messed up on the Discord. I forgot I was watching with everybody else, because I was talking. I was like, what? Bro, I almost like about to get the text and like, Cliff, what are you doing? I didn't finish. And then when like in the next scene, I was like, boy, Because
Mhm.
I was like, we had him on the show. After that, I was like, oh my God, is this how we got him? No. My man was
Nice.
we got him
Shout
when
out
he
to
was on
Cliff.
set time. Shout out to Cliff, man. Cliff killed
Uh,
it. But yeah, other than that, folks, unless something big happens, we'll more likely be back for a Thursday and Friday show. Because what's the day? Today is Tuesday, right? Yeah,
Tuesday.
we'll be back for a Thursday, Friday show, unless anything crazy happens. But smash that like and share. We will see you all then. Cheers.